Hello and welcome to Pilbology. This is an intermediate level video that can be found in the intermediate section of the website. Today's tutorial is going to be about the verb gefallen. Gefallen. Now, this tends to be used through year 9, year 10, year 11 in the English schools, and is often the source of some confusion for students. So I just want to make sure that we clarify this in this short tutorial. Let me give you an example of where I'm going with this. If I wanted to say, I like football in German, there's a couple of ways I can do this. I can say, ich mag, capital, always capital, Fußball. Okay, if it's a noun, a place, thing, a name, it's capital. Ich mag Fußball. Now, with the verb gefallen, gefallen requires that we use what's called the dative case. The dative case. So, for example, I would say, let's just shrink these here. If I would say, I like it, I could say, ich mag es. Or using gefallen, es, don't forget the umlaut, gefällt mir. Okay, you can also say es gefällt mir gut. Okay, so es gefällt mir, and it's often this mir that students trip up on. And they might say, es gefällt mich, or ich gern es. That's another one that we sometimes come across, the difference between ich mag and using gern. I would say, ich spiele gern Fußball. I like to play football. The gern, obviously, would then go, ich spiele gern Fußball. Okay, so that would be one way of saying it. And this gern just means that you like to do something, but it is not a verb. You cannot say, ich gern. I many times have seen in students' work, not that have been taught by me, incidentally, ich gern, that is just an absolute no-no. Alright, so, hopefully that's clear. Let's move you out of the way. It kind of offends me to look at it. So going back to this one, es gefällt mir gut. Why is it mir? Well, the key is really in the mir. In German, sometimes the way that I explain is like this. I, in German, oh, that pen's massive, we don't need it that big. I in German is ich. And me in German is mich. Okay? So, let me just give you a quick couple of examples. Ich bin ich. Ich bin Jürgen. Ich bin Johannes, ich bin Charles, was auch immer. And an example of using mich, I would say, let's be romantic, du liebst. Remember, st ending with the du liebst mich. Okay? You love me. So, mir, in that case, mir is to or for me. Okay? And the real meaning of gefallen, the way that I explain it, is that it means it's pleasing to me. It's pleasing to me or for me. Okay? Now, obviously, that's very formal in English, and we should try not to confuse it with German. we obviously wouldn't go around saying, it is pleasing to me, football is pleasing to me. Yet in German we can quite legitimately say, let's just shrink these out the way, we can quite legitimately say es, or in this case Fußball, gefällt mir. Let's go back to red. Es gefällt mir. I like it. Es gefällt mir. It's pleasing to me. Es gefällt mir. And of course you can substitute anything in here. One of the cool tricks about German is that if, for example, you happen to not like it, at the end here we can stick on a nicht. Es gefällt mir nicht. I do not like it. Es gefällt mir. You could even stick in a gar nicht. Bleh. Es gefällt mir gar nicht. G-A-R, gar nicht. I really don't like it. In the same way as you can do with mag. Ich mag es nicht. Es gefällt mir. Now, one thing that you'll notice about es gefällt mir is it uses the third person singular of it. Okay? So you're only really ever going to use this for just saying I like it, the general it. Obviously it can be used in the different, the first, second, third person singular and plural. But the main use, and probably the main use that you're going to come across if you're in years 9, 10 or 11 is this usage that we've just talked about here. One final example, let's stick this into the past tense. If I said, oh, how did you find the football game on Saturday? Es, of course using the past tense, would then be es hat mir and then gefallen. Okay, so the past participle, which is this bit, the g. Remember, we need two things to form the past tense. This is in the past tense video that you can find. I'll try and stick a link to the video in the description box below if I remember. We need the verb haben or sein to form the past tense, and we need the past participle, which is the g word. Not always a g, but in many cases a g. Alright, so, es hat mir gefallen. Ja, es hat mir gefallen. Es war gut. Es hat mir gefallen. And of course you can start sticking your gar nichts in there. Es hat mir gar nicht gefallen. Remember that haben is a verb and gefallen is a verb. And that the second verb is always going to go to the end of the sentence. Okay? So, brief little tutorial. I hope that cleared things up. If not, then leave some comments in the comments box and I'll try and get around to them. Cheers!